What you're about to hear, I can't prove. There are no photographs, no videos. Nothing except the memories of people who lived long enough to remember, and were frightened enough to keep quiet. Our village sits high in the mountains, so high that during the winter we sometimes get cut off from the outside world for days. I was born here. I grew up here. And at 78 years old, I can honestly say I've seen a lot. But what happened last year, that was something I had never experienced before. The old cemetery lies just above the village. Today, it stands abandoned. No one has been buried there in 30 years. The graves have sunk into the earth, the crosses have rotted away, and the trees have grown so thick that even at noon, barely any sunlight makes it through. When I was a child, my grandmother always told me the same thing. If you ever hear someone calling your name from the old cemetery, never turn around. I used to ask her why. She never answered. She would only make the sign of the cross. I thought it was just one of those stories adults tell to scare children. Until I grew old. It all began on a rainy night in October. My dog suddenly woke up. He wasn't barking. He was whimpering. And he kept staring toward the hill. I opened the window, and that's when I heard them. They weren't wolves, they weren't the wind, they were voices, dozens of them. Low, barely audible, almost like an entire crowd whispering a prayer. And among all those whispers, I could make out one single word: justice. The next morning, I mentioned it to the man who ran the village cafe. He didn't laugh. He simply lowered his eyes. Then he said, "Don't say that out loud again." From that day on, something happened every night. Sometimes we heard children crying. Other times, people saw small lights moving between the cypress trees as if someone were carrying dozens of candles up the hill. But no one was ever seen walking there. No one dared to go up until Nicholas disappeared. He was 27 years old. He had come back to the village from Athens to sell his family's old house. When he heard the stories, he started laughing. "It's 2026, he said. Not the Middle Ages." That same night, he grabbed a powerful flashlight and went up there alone. People saw him pass through the old iron gate just before 11. After that, nothing. He didn't come back by morning. We all went looking for him. We found him just before noon. He was sitting on top of a broken gravestone. He didn't have a single scratch on him. But when we got closer, I knew something was wrong. His eyes were open, but he wasn't looking at us. He was staring behind us, as if someone were standing right there beside us. "Are they gone?" he whispered. "Who?" I asked him. He didn't answer. He only covered his ears with both hands. "Make the children stop crying." That was all he said. And then he started crying too. After that, he never spoke normally again. The doctors said he had suffered severe psychological trauma. I believed something else, because I saw what he had seen. A week later, I went up there alone, not because I was brave, but because I wanted to put an end to my fear. I walked through the iron gate. The wind stopped. The birds fell silent. Within seconds, the silence became so complete. I could hear my own heartbeat. And then, a candle lit itself, then another, then a third. And before I could understand what was happening, the entire cemetery was glowing. Dozens of candles, maybe hundreds, no hands were holding them, and yet, that wasn't what frightened me. It was the shadows. Because every candle had a shadow standing beside it, as if someone were standing directly in front of the flame. Only, there was no one there. I tried to leave, and that's when I heard a child's voice behind me. Not loud. It sounded as if the child were whispering directly into my ear. Don't leave yet. I froze. I remembered my grandmother. If they call to you, don't answer. I took another step, and then all the voices began whispering together. They forgot us. They left us behind. No one ever said goodbye. I didn't run. I couldn't. My legs had turned to stone. When I finally reached the gate, I felt something gently touch my shoulder. It was so cold. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. I walked out without looking back, and I never went up there again. A few months ago, the last woman in the village who still remembered the old epidemic died. Just before she passed away, she said something to her daughter, and her daughter repeated it to all of us. They don't want revenge. They just want someone to remember them. Ever since then, every year, on the same night, someone leaves a single white candle outside the old cemetery gate. No one knows who. No one has ever seen them. But by dawn, the candle has burned all the way down. And beside it, there are always small footprints, as if barefoot children had walked through the mud, without coming from anywhere, without leading anywhere. So if you ever find yourself in an old mountain village, and someone tells you there's an abandoned cemetery nearby, don't ask where it is. Because if that place is meant to find you, it will find you on its own.